Listen, man, no one's gonna tell you this, but I will. Every man alive has faced the silent fear that the woman he's with might stop valuing him, that one day she'll look at him and no longer see the man she once admired, desired, or even respected. And the truth is, if you don't understand the psychology of how attraction, desire, and respect actually work, that day always comes sooner than you think. But here's the part no one tells you. She doesn't walk away the day she loses feelings. She walks away the day she realizes she has nothing to fear in losing you. Because deep down, women don't crave a man who bends over backwards to keep them. They crave a man who forces them to rise to his level or risk losing him forever. You've probably been told all your life that to keep a woman happy, you need to do more attention, more effort, more giving, more love, more vulnerability, more sacrifice. And yet, isn't it strange that the men who give the most often end up with the least respect? The guys who pour everything into her cup only to watch her quietly pull away, little by little, until she's gone. Meanwhile, the men who seem less invested, who set boundaries, who remain calm and untouchable in their self-control, those are the men women chase, obsess over, and fear losing. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding the raw psychology of female desire. Women don't respect what's handed to them for free. They respect what they could lose. They respect what demands effort. They respect what they cannot fully control. And if you want her to fear losing you, you need to embody something more powerful than the comfort of your attention. You need to embody the possibility of absence. Here's where men go wrong. The second they feel her pulling away, they panic, they cling, they chase, they explain themselves, they give her reassurance. They think love is proven by showing her she has nothing to worry about. But ironically, that's the very moment she begins to see you as a man she doesn't need to worry about losing, and the attraction dies, because the more certain she is of you, the less valuable you become in her mind. The moment she realizes she can do anything, neglect you, disrespect you, ignore you, and you'll still be there, still calling, still forgiving, still waiting, she stops fearing the consequences. And when she stops fearing the consequences, she stops respecting you. Respect dies first, desire dies next, love dies last. And by the time love dies, you've already been dead in her heart for months. If you want her to fear losing you forever, you must embrace the possibility of loss yourself. You cannot grip her so tightly that you suffocate her respect. You cannot pedestalize her so high that she looks down on you. You cannot treat her as if your life begins and ends with her presence. Because here's the brutal truth. A woman doesn't crave being your everything. She craves being afraid that she is not enough for you. That fear, that subtle anxiety in her chest, is not cruelty. It's attraction. It's the fire that keeps her checking her reflection before she sees you. It's the reason she texts you first when you've been silent too long. It's the hidden engine of her desire. And if you take away that fear, you take away her drive to keep you. The strongest men are not cruel. They're not heartless. They're not manipulative. But they carry themselves with a calm certainty. If she respects me, she stays. If she disrespects me, she goes. No debate, no pleading, no compromise on self-worth. One of the most powerful forces in human psychology is scarcity. People value what they might lose. They cling to what could slip away. And women are no different. When she knows you have the strength to walk away, when she feels you are not dependent on her, when she senses that your world doesn't collapse without her, she fears losing you. And here's the key. You don't need to scream this truth. You don't need to prove it with words. You prove it with action, with the way you carry yourself, with the way you handle her pulling away, not by chasing, but by slowing down, not by begging, but by going quiet, not by explaining, but by letting silence speak for you. That silence, that restraint, that detachment terrifies her more than any angry outburst ever could. Because when a man who is calm, grounded, and disciplined begins to withdraw, a woman's mind races. She wonders, what is he thinking? Where is he going? Who else could he be with? Does he still want me? Could I lose him? And that spiral of fear is exactly what reawakens her desire. Think about fire. Too much oxygen, it burns out of control. Too little oxygen, it dies. Attraction is the same. Most men smother their relationships with too much attention, too much availability, too much presence. They become predictable, accessible, and constant until she sees them as background noise. And just like noise, she tunes them out. But when you limit your exposure, when you control the rhythm of your attention, when you give and then withdraw, when you remain disciplined in your energy, you create contrast. That contrast is what makes her wonder, think, and fear. It's not cruelty, it's balance. It's the rhythm of intimacy and distance, presence and absence, giving and withholding. Without that rhythm, attraction dies. With it, she lives in the quiet fear of losing you. At the core of all this is one thing: self-control. A woman cannot respect a man who cannot control himself. She cannot fear losing a man who fears losing her more. The moment you make her the center of your universe, she knows she controls the orbit. And the moment she controls the orbit, she stops fearing your absence. But when you are in control of yourself, your emotions, your time, your attention, your desires, she knows you are a man she cannot fully possess. She knows you are grounded in something deeper than her validation. She knows you are capable of walking away. And that knowledge, that quiet power, is what makes her fear losing you. Self-control is masculine gravity. It holds her, it pulls her, it grounds her. But it also reminds her that if she pushes too far, if she disrespects too much, if she takes too long to appreciate you, she will lose you. And that possibility terrifies her in ways she will never admit. You don't need to threaten her. You don't need to warn her. You don't need to deliver speeches about, if you keep acting like this, I'll leave. That's weakness. That's noise. The most powerful men deliver ultimatums silently. Through presence, through energy, through action. The silent ultimatum is this: respect me or lose me. And the moment she senses that, her entire psychology shifts, because deep down, she knows men like that are rare. And rare men are not replaceable. Rare men are unforgettable. Rare men leave a scar on her mind she will never escape. That's the psychology of fear. Not fear of pain, but fear of absence. Fear of losing a man she cannot replace. So listen, man, the next time you find yourself worrying about whether she'll stay, flip the frame. Stop asking, how do I make her want me? Start asking, how do I make her fear losing me? The answer is always the same: self-control, emotional detachment, and the calm willingness to walk away if she no longer respects you. That's the quiet power that keeps her awake at night, replaying your silence, terrified of what it means. Never forget this: love without respect is fragile. Desire without fear is dead. And if you want to be the man she never risks losing, become the man who doesn't fear losing her. Stay sharp, stay calm, stay untouchable. And if this message hit you, wait until you hear what I have to tell you in the next video.